What up? It's your boy Weapon X, and I am giving you this edition, the first edition, of what I call the People's Interview, where I answer questions from you, the people, that you've submitted to me through Myspace. And if y'all like it, I'll make it a monthly thing. So for now, let's just get this cracking, and let's get started. Converse asks, where do you see yourself in 5 years? Well, hopefully, if I'm not drunk, passed out in the corner, or dead, I'll be running a record label and giving young artists an opportunity that I didn't necessarily have coming up. Be able to give a little bit something back, to the young brethren that are trying to revive this game that we call hip-hop. Now, Prolix asked me, as an up-and-coming MC, what's your view on hip-hop? Also, what's it like being a new MC that's about to drop his debut album during the state that you believe hip-hop to be in? Well, Prolix, basically it's like this. I think hip-hop is in a dire state right now. And in order to bring it back, MCs such as myself and other talented artists out there need to do something about it. Stop complaining, stop whining. If you are going ahead and putting out music and you're sitting there whining, what good is it doing hip-hop? All you're doing is bitching and not doing something about it, and that's what we really need, people to get up and do something about it. And that's what the purpose of this album's all about. Now, I'm not sure how much I'll actually accomplish with it, other than being able to provide you with good music and speak my mind over beats and whatnot, but I'd rather try. I'm not going to sit there and be one of those dudes that bitches about it, even though the game is in bad need of help. I'm going to give it some help, any little way that I can. So that's basically how it is for me being a new MC, dropping a CD rather during this time. It's just something I feel compelled to do. I need to speak my mind, and I need to do what I need to do to go ahead and do my part to bring this game back to where it should be, not in this hip-hop stage that it's in right now. Now, next question is from Fadi, and he asks, your track, Don't Dream of Women, seems to be a popular favorite for your audience. Can you illustrate how that song was constructed, i.e. beat, sample, concept, etc.? Now, basically, it goes like this. Me and my man, Kia, were going ahead, we were kicking back, and we were chatting actually on MSN, I believe, and we were talking about his ex-girlfriend who had caused him a lot of emotional stress over in the past, and I had suggested as a joke, what if I made a song to put up on your Myspace and basically had her come to the Myspace and the song be dissing her and talking about how you rose up. And he started laughing, and we kind of joked about it, but then the concept for a song was born. And that's basically where that comes from. Clockwork did the beat. It's sampled from a very, very abstract rock song. The sample, that is, actually everything. And unless you're really digging in the crates, I doubt you'll find it. So don't even try. Just enjoy the song. Now, Camellia asks, do you think you have a way to reach people besides music? Of course I do. Just by reaching out to people and talking to them and educating them, whether or not it's with music or without music, that's going to be a great help to anybody who is willing to absorb that knowledge. You can't help people that don't want to be helped, but for those who want to be helped, you can speak to them, reach out, and give them a little bit of guidance. If I see somebody in need, I'm not a total asshole. I'll go ahead and I'll do what I can that's in my power. I'm not much. I'm only a human being, and as you can see, I'm living in a room in my parents' house, so I'm not rich, but I will do what I can, And so yeah, definitely getting out there and taking action is definitely a way that I could go ahead and reach people without using music. But I prefer to use music because it is what I'm best at, and music's a medium that's easily accessed by the masses. So that's what I wanted to do, and that's what I'm good at, so that's how I chose to do it. Now, Poet Nomad Ali asks, If it was possible to sum up one thing that people could get from your music, one unifying thread that ran through your songs, in some way, shape, or form, what would that be? It's simple. I'm a working class man. I got a 9 to 5 just like everybody else, and I struggle. But yet, I'm out there doing what I need to do to strive and achieve my dream. And that's not to say that other people shouldn't. In fact, that's what I'm trying to prove by putting out the album, that they should. You know, unless you want to be miserable working for the dude the rest of your life, and man, you should get up. You should pursue your dream. You may have to muck through the dirt, through the grime, hit rock bottom first, but that's the whole theme. Strive for your dream and strive for your girl, no matter how dire or how hard it may seem, you know, how much bullshit you gotta put up with. That's what you should do. You know, strive for your dreams. Portrait of a starving artist, but I won't be starving for long, you know what I'm saying? Dorina asks, how did you previously let out your emotions before you started writing music? I'm not gonna lie. I used to be a pretty violent person. I won't go into details, but it got me a lot of trouble and a lot of fights in my youth. And thank God I did find music, because it helped me channel that aggression in a more positive manner, and it allowed me to excel and discover a talent that I didn't think I had before, because as a child I didn't think I had any real talents. You know, I never thought I'd excel at anything. But thankfully I found this, and it's allowed me to slowly heal my soul, and it's also allowed me to reach other people and try and attempt to do the same for them. So that's basically that in a nutshell. Irvin asks, how has cannabis influenced your career? Now I can tell Irvin has been reading my blogs, because obviously he knows about, you know, me and my, you know, cannabis being an influence of mine. And basically cannabis has influenced my career in terms of his work ethic. It's taught me to work hard and pump out albums despite all the opposition, despite, you know, what people think of my rhymes, etc., and to speak my mind, and also to step up my game in lyricism and not to dumb down for the masses. So that's how cannabis has influenced me in more or less words. Clarissa asked, what made you decide to become a rapper? Well, I don't actually think that I chose rapping. Rapping chose me. Once I started writing, first I wrote poetry. It evolved to rapping. I didn't really think I was that good at first, but people encouraged me. And it slowly helped me become a better person. At the same time, you know, I fell in love with it. So that's how I started rapping. That's basically how it happened. There's not much more to say about that. I love hip-hop. I love rapping. So I wouldn't trade anything in the world for it, you know. And the last question I have is, Devastate asks, what motivates you and who are your influences? Well, I have a lot of range of influences, one of which was cannabis. The other major influence I have is Pac. And I have a lot of influences, Wu-Tang, Rakim, Razzcast. I'm basically influenced also by a lot of golden age artists like KRS, etc. That, you know, people who really brought the artistic side of hip hop and made it come to life. You know what I'm saying? So that's basically it. That's that edition. I hope I answered all your questions. If not, please keep submitting them. And if you really like the blogs, leave me comments. Let me know what you think, and we keep doing this on a monthly basis, hopefully. So take it easy. And this is Weapon X signing off. Peace. One love.